Jamie lands in the mud, Dany gets her army, and Varys teaches us that the revenge we seek will eventually be ours. It's a Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 4, and now his watch has ended. Hey everybody, so this episode follows up really quickly on the oh shit moment from last episode. It does a really good job of spelling out a revenge theme, starting with Jamie in the mud and ending with Dany. Although the real story is Podrick's giant
What did he do to them?
Seriously, they spent about 5 minutes talking about it in this episode. Let's start with the big moment first. Obviously, the big payoff at the end of this episode is just as awesome as the payoff at the end of the last episode. It's not quite as much of an oh shit moment since we knew it was coming, but Dany really comes into her own. And don't you just feel like she could play the most epic game of Halo with that golden joystick? Red God ISP offering you unlimited bandwidth.
I have no doubt the revenge you want will be yours in time.
Varys has the other big story in this episode. He informs the revenge theme, and that awesome scene with Tyrion just goes to show you how big of a game he's playing and just how patient he is. He does a good job of showing that the other people who might be on the Iron Throne would be much worse. You'll actually meet the person that Varys is trying to put on the Iron Throne in A Dance with Dragons. I don't want to spoil that book, but check it out. It's actually a really awesome twist in the story of A Song of Ice and Fire.
You found God. Is that it?
So we pick back up with the Brotherhood. They take Arya, Gendry, and the Hound to their super mountain hideaway. We meet Beric Dondarrion. He's actually the leader of the Brotherhood without banners. Even though we haven't met him in this season yet, he did appear in Season 1 as a different actor. They recast the role, and the Beric we meet in this season has really drunk the Red God's Kool-Aid. Obviously, they spoiled it a little bit in the Season 3 teasers that they've been releasing, but Beric and the Hound will have an epic flaming lightsaber battle in the next episode, so be sure and check that out. Does it seem to you like all the Red God followers get those flaming lightsabers? I'm not a religious person, but that does seem pretty cool. Back to Astapor and Dany's storyline. So if you remember, Varys said, the revenge you seek will be yours in time, and this is Dany's time. Obviously in Season 2, we had that great scene in the House of the Undying with the dragons. So you had to know the dragons are only bigger, the fire is only going to get more awesome. Dracarys. Episode does a really good job of framing the revenge theme in each different character. Obviously, Jamie is at the bottom. He's just starting out. Dany is basically just getting the payoff, so she's at the other end of that spectrum. One of my favorite scenes from the episode is when Drogon was flaming behind Dany. We saw it in the trailer, so we knew it was coming, but just watching it unfold was just so amazing. It's things like this that really make me feel like Game of Thrones feels like a procedural sometimes, like Law and Order. We know that Krasny's is guilty, we know he'll be convicted, but we're just waiting to see it all unfold in flames. Boom. One of the reasons why I love Game of Thrones so much is that it really rewards patience. It's only 10 episodes in a season, so they really have to pay off storylines very quickly and very efficiently, and I think it does this really well. Speaking of which, I'm really looking forward to the flaming lightsaber battle in next week's episode. I'll be posting that video on Monday. Subscribe to get it, because there's no flaming lightsaber battle like a Game of Thrones flaming lightsaber battle. Boop. Overall, I give this episode an A-. I really liked it, and I really thought it did an awesome job of crystallizing this revenge theme, even though all the different characters are at very different points in their stories. Overall, one of the only things I really didn't like about the episode was the Bran storyline. It's not that I didn't like it, it just felt so separated from the rest of the story.
Lord of Light, give us wisdom. Show us the truth.
So next Monday, like I said, I'll be posting my episode 5 video, Kiss by Fire. Subscribe to get it. Flaming lightsaber battle, I don't need to explain it any more than that. It'll be amazing. Friday, I'll be posting my second Summer of Awesome movie episode. I'll be talking about the villains in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as some spoilers for Star Trek Into Darkness, and some early teasers for Star Trek 3. As usual, my Doctor Who video will post next Sunday. It'll be Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. Even if you're not a Doctor Who fan, you should check it out. It'll be like Jules Verne meets steampunk meets space. In the meantime, you can click here to get my Thor: The Dark World and Iron Man 3 post-credits scene spoilers, and you can click here to watch more Game of Thrones from this season. Thanks for watching. I'll see you Friday for Guardians of the Galaxy and Star Trek. Bye!